Have you ever dreamt about missing the bus, water, death, or even got paralyzed? Dreaming is something common for everyone. The metaphor of a dream is used to describe the nature of this world. When you're dreaming, you experience many objects and many events. You have perceived histories with the people in your dream and may go through conflicts, communications, responsibilities, and phases of good or bad fortune. In the dream state, your unconscious mind can create any scenario and characters it desires. What do you dream of? Who are the people in your dreams? What are the situations and obstacles in your dreams? Every one of them is made of nothing but your own consciousness. Is there any meaning behind that? Let's check it out. Being chased. This is one of the most commonly reported dreams of bedtime. In the dream, we can be chased by animal, people, even monsters. Mostly for a lot of people it is so scary because the anxiety we feel in the dream is so vivid that it makes it easier for us to remember them. So, why do we get this kind of dream? Often, the reason for these dreams comes not from the fear of actually being chased, but rather what we're running from. Chase dreams help us to understand that we may not be addressing something in our waking lives that requires our attention. Dreaming about being chased generally means that you are being told by your unconsciousness that you're avoiding an issue or a person. A person could learn that he or she is running from his or her emotions, a common belief about being chased in dreams. You may be avoiding something painful, annoying, or fearful. Water. The symbolism of water dreams can include life, death, change, rebirth and renewal, to name a few. When analyzing dreams about water, take into account the type of water formation you are surrounded by, that is river, ocean, swimming pool, puddle, etc., as each form signifies significantly different meanings. Notice the way the water made you feel in the dream, as your reactions may be slightly or greatly different than another individual's. Also important is your location with respect to the water. How much water is there? Does it flow smoothly, or is the flow obstructed? Are you outside in the rain or inside taking a shower? In general, dreams about water are symbolic of your emotions in your waking life, the deepest recesses of your subconscious mind and your intuition. Dreaming about someone is something you can't forget easily. Few of you may just laugh it off. However, for some, such dreams are like nagging questions that urge to find the underlying meaning. If it is someone you know, the most probable and common theory would be that you have been thinking about that person way too much. But going by theory, when you dream about someone, it has more to do with certain aspects like their personality or the relationship you share with them, rather than the person itself. These people may appear as representatives of their qualities which you wish to inculcate, or else you already possess, but are unaware of. If you are under a lot of stress, you might dream of a person who has been the cause of stress in your past, or someone who has led a very stressful life themselves. Whereas, seeing a favorite person or a peaceful personality denotes the peace and calm in your life right now. Dreaming school or classroom. To dream of a school or classroom most often represents social concerns, insecurities, or anxieties. Worrying. Anxiety about how well you are being perceived by others, or how well you are performing in life. There is something happening in your life that you are sensitive about, or that's very important to be careful about. Schools symbolize a state of mind when you are caring about what you are thinking. You may have issues at work or other areas of your life that are weighing heavily on your mind. Positively, schools may reflect your concern with work or long-term projects being perfectly accurate. Carefully thinking about what you are thinking. Enjoying learning something difficult. Learning about your problems, your past, or how to improve yourself. A school dream may also appear if you are an expert at something and are very concerned about potential mistakes. Analyzing written work, theories, or ideas. Negatively, dreams about schools may reflect heightened levels of anxiety or prolonged periods of fear, an unbearable problem that you can't stop worrying about. Falling dreams. Falling dreams are another theme that is quite common. It is an indication of insecurities, instabilities, and anxieties. You are feeling overwhelmed and out of control in some situation in your waking life. This may reflect the way you feel in your relationship or in your work environment. You have lost your foothold and keep up with the hustle and bustle of daily life. When you fall, there is nothing that you can hold on to. You more or less are forced toward this downward motion without any control. This loss of control may parallel a waking situation in your life. Falling dreams also often reflect a sense of failure or inferiority in some circumstance or situation. It may be the fear of failing in your job, school, loss of status, or failure in love. You feel shameful and a lost sense of self-esteem. You are unable to keep up with the status quo and feel that you don't measure up. Not all falling dreams are scary and negative. Some dreamers report a type of slow falling that indicates serenity and the act of letting go. Often, falling uncontrollably from a great height indicates something in waking our life that feels very much out of control. Death dreams. Some believe that death dreams are good omens and will bring prosperity and longevity. Death dreams can also be a premonition of what is to come, which often typically reflects a person's unexpressed anxiety and stress. However, it is possible that some dreams can predict events to come, so be mindful. On the other hand, death dreams represent various aspects and times of your life that you want to change or have difficulty looking at. Death dreams about those individuals who have made a negative effect on your life most likely represent the emotional scars you were left with. Recurring dreams about those individuals, which some people refer to as haunting dreams, may be your inward desire to have changed the outcome. Do not dwell on the negative connotations of death dreams. Use the knowledge you gain from them to focus on your own inner growth. The best thing to take away from these types of dreams is that they possibly can help you to foster a stronger connection with your deceased loved ones. Missing the transportation dreams. Missing the transportation dreams are moderately common. Some people have them often, others rarely. You are rushing to catch a bus, train, ship, airplane or other public transport, only to miss it, usually by a fraction of a second. The dream may involve various misadventures en route to the transport. You often feel frustrated rather than afraid in these dreams. You may be lacking vital papers, such as tickets, passport or visa. In a variation of this theme, you arrive too late for a performance in which you are supposed to participate and find that the play, musical production, sports competition or other event has already begun. Dreams in which you are having trouble during a performance are classified with I fail on a test or perform poorly. The usual meaning of this dream is that you feel you've missed some opportunity in your waking life. You're too late. You can't make a connection, that you need to pull yourself together to make the connections you desire. If your life involves constant deadlines, your dreams may be due to a need for better time management. These dreams could also be due to a fear of missing out on an activity you'd like to take part in. Once you take the steps necessary to relieving the stress of these deadlines or activities, you'll feel much more relaxed overall. House dreams. Houses frequently represent the dreamer's mind. Different levels or rooms may relate to different aspects of the individual dreamer and different degrees of consciousness. Your dream house is symbolic of the self, while the rooms inside the house relate to various aspects of the self and to the many facets of your personality. For example, the basement often represents what has been neglected or what the dreamer is not aware of in his or her waking life, while bedrooms relate to intimate thoughts and feelings, those closest to the dreamer's core self. The attic refers to the mind, while the basement represents the subconscious. If the house is empty, then it indicates feelings of insecurity. If the house is shifting, then it suggests that you are going through some personal changes and changing your belief system. To dream that a house has no walls represents a lack of privacy. You feel that everyone is looking over your shoulder or up in your business. To see an abandoned house in your dream implies that you have left behind your past. You are ready to move forward toward the future. To dream that you are cleaning your house signifies your need to clear out your thoughts and get rid of old ways. You are seeking self-improvement. If you live with others in your waking life, but dream that you are living alone, suggests that you need to take new steps toward independence. You need to accept responsibilities and be more self-reliant. Sex dream. Having a sex dream doesn't mean you're weird or have a raging sex drive. On the contrary, research shows about 8% of nighttime reveries involve some sort of sexual activity, according to a University of Montreal study, with women getting it on in dreamland just as frequently as men. Sexual intercourse was the most common type of sexual dream content in the study, followed by sexual propositions, kissing, fantasies, and masturbation. What does seem to be true is that dreams need not be taken literally. Just because in your dream the other person involved is your boss, your best friend, a young artist, or even all three at the same time, doesn't necessarily mean you want that to happen in reality. Sex in dreams can simply be an outlet for sexual expression. But dreams about sex can also symbolize intimate connections with oneself and others, and the figurative integration of new information. Paralyzed dreams. Dreaming of being paralyzed is not uncommon. Unknown to most people, the body is actually encountering a form of paralysis during dreaming, which prevents it from physically performing the actions occurring in their dreams. It is a very good indicator of the helplessness that is sometimes felt during waking life. Think of it as a wake-up call to get things back on an even keel. Dreaming of being paralyzed, whether the dream was a nightmare or not, can mean that you have a feeling in your waking life that things are not under your control at all, and you really don't know what to do. Paralysis can also indicate that you are afraid to do or say something in day-to-day life. This will usually revolve around something that is important to you, rather than something inconsequential. It might be that you have a decision to make, and it's a scary one and you don't know what to do for the best. Paralysis is a very primitive fear for most people, and to have that reflected within a dream indicates how important something may be. The issue or issues it refers to usually go to the very heart of a person's being.